everyone, welcome back to Kirsty's Colouring Sketch. I'm going to do a colour along on this beautiful page today. So I was scanning my Etsy and all my favourite stores, looking for Halloweeny pages, and I came across these cute ones from Colouring Cheeks. Is it Daria Draws that does these, or have I got confused with a different artist? I'm second guessing myself now, but anyway, it's Colouring Cheeks on Etsy. And yeah, this was a pack. This was like a Halloween pack. If you can hear children in the background, I do apologise. They're not for going to bed today, they're just playing. But yeah, it was part of a Halloween pack, and they're really, really sweet. I don't think I've actually coloured an illustration from this artist before, so I was rather excited to get these. So I thought I'd do this one as a colour along today because it looks like something, I'm saying I could get it done in one sitting, but yeah, maybe I'm being a bit optimistic there. But yeah, and I also got this one that I've printed, which is super cute as well. Absolutely gorgeous illustrations. And I've got that one. And now my printer was really playing up when I printed this one, and I don't know whether it'll pick up on camera, but there's like really faint orangey coloured lines, horizontal lines on it. So yeah, possibly you won't be able to see them when it's coloured. But yeah, I thought I would do this one today because it's a bit simpler. So I'm going to go for it. I've not picked out any colours or anything specific as of yet, so I am going to use my polychromos just because I'm more comfortable with them and they're my go-to favourite pencils. So I'm going to start with her actually, and I'm going to give her a black hair. So I'm going to pull out some grey tones and some I obviously want my black pencil wherever it may be, so there's our black pencil. I'm going to go for, should we go for cold greys? Might go for that as my next one. Then I need a really light one, a light cold grey. Let me have a look at what we've got. Yeah, I've got a lighter cold grey, and then I want to bring a sort of blue tone into the mix. So it may end up being bluey black this hair because I'm really pants at just making it look like it's got an undertone and going over the top with the blue. Not sure which sort of, no, I'm going to go for a paler blue. I'm going to go for this sort of blue. That one there. So we'll just start off with that and see how we get along. So when my printer was playing up as well, it printed one of them this size, and I didn't specify it to print it this size. It was just having a dicky fit, as we call it over here. It was just really playing up that day. But it's cute, isn't it? You could send that as a postcard if it was on some really thick stuff. But yeah, that was hilarious. So I'm going to zoom in on the hair. Let me see if, do you think we can go one more? Couple more? Just don't want to be going out of frame, but I think it's okay there. It'll be okay, won't it? Right, so let's make sure this pencil's sharp. So Fabercastell polychromos pencils. This one is cold grey 232. They don't always want to pick up the numbers on my camera, but there we go. I'm going to give all the hair a light covering of this colour. So this is the first time I've actually tried to colour with these nails on, and you might all be laughing and thinking, oh, you know, it can't be that hard. But I've had to learn how to hold a pen a different way. I'm not even joking. I tried filling out, I got a form from school, one of the girls' schools the other day to fill out, and I was trying to hold my pen and I'm like, I can't hold it the way I normally hold it, and I had to totally rearrange my fingers around this pen, and I'm thinking, what if I cannot colour? What if I, because I do hold my pencil very like that, but I've found it feels really, it doesn't feel comfortable with these nails on, so I've had to like sort of try and move my finger around a little bit and have it less pointy and more like flat. But yeah, if this picture turns out terrible, you'll know why, and I'll never have nails on ever again. But there we go. They're too pretty though. I really love it. I've been envious of everybody's nails, like just looking at them thinking they're gorgeous. I don't have a problem growing my nails, but they break really easily, and they're really, you know, they're just not as nice to look at. But yeah, they grow pretty long and pretty fast, to be honest, my natural nails. Got hair, rogue hair on my page. But yeah, also as well, when you just wear regular nail varnish, you know, I'm a mum of 5 children, and there's, you know, I've got so much washing up after the meals. After the breakfast, I've got 5 dishes from the kids. If mum and dad join in, we've got 7 dishes just after breakfast. 7 dishes after lunch, 7 dishes after tea. So it's a lot of washing up. As soon as I wash up, my nail varnish is chipped. And then if I want to just jump on, if I think, oh, I'll just run upstairs and jump on and film for 5 minutes, for an hour or something. And all my nail varnish is chipped, and I have to sit there taking it all off, putting it on, waiting for it to dry before I can even sit down and film. Because I know people say it doesn't matter what your hands look like, but I think it's nice to have them nice. You don't, you know, it's just my preference. I'd sooner see them like this than all chipped. That's just me. So where should we start? We'll start at the top. We'll start here. So I'm going to start with, I want to start with my darkest colour. What am I doing? I do tend to go dark to light rather than the other way around. I put the base on, then go dark. So this one's black 199. So yeah. I couldn't wait to carry. I can't talk lately. What is wrong with me? I can't wait to colour all the Halloween images. So I'm sorry if you're not excited for Halloween and it is only September. I do apologise that I'm colouring this. I'm colouring it now. Can't wait. I thought we'd give a blacker because, you know, it fits in with the Halloween spooky theme if I do it black, doesn't it? I didn't want to do it orange or anything like that. Or ginger, should I say, because I want to do the, I'm obviously going to do the pumpkins at the bottom ginger. She says ginger. Got ginger on my head. Orange. Pumpkin colour. Oh, I've had a mare trying to get petrol today. A mare. Everybody's panic buying petrol or fuel, whatever you want to call it, petrol, diesel. Here in the UK, because they decided to put a media coverage saying that there was short supply. So everyone's been rushing out this morning like idiots, filling up the car and then filling up containers with fuel in as well. And I just legit really needed petrol because I was low on it. I had about 50 miles left in the tank. But luckily, I waited until the evening and I went when, you know, it was a bit quieter later on. But yeah, it's absolutely mental. Cracked me up as well because there was still a big long queue for the petrol, but the side that my tank's on, see, I'm not very good with car things. The side that my petrol tank's on, the queue to get petrol on that side was huge. So I thought, I know, I'll just go over to the other side because I've seen people stretching the things over to reach. So I thought I'll just do that. So I went and parked up and I thought I'll pull it over and it wouldn't reach. And I thought, oh my God, it's not reaching here. And I looked around and I saw a man at the side of me. And I just shouted over, I said, do these not pull out any more than this? And he's like, some of them do, but, you know, some don't. So we said, it's all right. He said, just turn your car around. And I was thinking to myself, there's not much room for it to turn my car around here. I don't want to do that palaver. So next minute, another guy from the back of me shouts, pull it over the car instead of round it. Because I was trying to pull the thing around the boot of the car. He said, put it over the top of the car. So I put it over the top of the car and it just about reached my petrol tank. I thought, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. But hey, I managed to get some. In the end, amongst all the chaos. But yeah, I just don't, you know, I needed petrol. I only had 50 miles left. There's no way I'd be going panic buying it. It's generally that I needed it. But there's idiots filling up the cars and then filling up, you know, the canisters or whatever they're called. Don't know what they're called. I don't know what they're called. I really don't. But yeah, it's just stupid, isn't it? Don't know if it's like that anyway, but I think that's just over here. But yeah, they've got a big shortage of HGV drivers at the moment, so shops are struggling to get certain things. And now we've moved on to petrol, fuel, diesel, whatever you want. So I'm being quite rough with this. I'm not really being, like, sometimes I'm really careful about the placement with the hair, and other times I'm just like, not really too fussed. I think we can afford to be a bit looser with an illustration like this, because it's not, you know, it's not a realistic image, is it? So that's one side of the hair done. Well, almost. We've got the top bits there, haven't we? Let's wrap that right in there. Beep beep. Don't know if that picked up on camera, just someone beeping outside. And she's got a cute little fringe going on here. I've just beat my little girl in for a haircut tomorrow again. I'm gonna have a little bob in her hair, I think. She has sensory issues, so she won't let me tie it up for school. So I keep having to have it cut short. Well, not short, but you know, like a little bob to her shoulders type thing. Because they're having their school photograph day on the 7th of October, I think it is. So I don't want it all hanging down in her face for the picture. I hope she actually sits for a picture, because last year she didn't. She has anxiety, so she doesn't, you know, she normally won't sit for a picture done. She's only 5. A little cutie. She was a bit timid the last time I took her hair done. Took her for her hair done, sorry, haircut. She sort of had to check out her surroundings for 15 minutes before she agreed to letting anybody cut it. So I've just told her that we're going tomorrow, and she said, yay! But we'll see if she's like that when we get there tomorrow. See, she's very vocal at home and she does get excited about things, but then when we go out she just gets scared. Because she's comfortable with me. Oh god, these nails. They do get in the way when you're trying to hold things. But a couple of people have said to me, I didn't think you'd have got them so long. You know, the first time since having them on since I was 18. And I thought, well. But I think they can, I like how they look a bit longer. I think they look really pretty. I think sometimes if they're, you know, a bit shorter, my fingers can look a bit stubby. Is that the right word? Look a bit stubby. Oh, I've just gone over that bow a little bit with this black. We'll erase that after. Right, where can I put my hand so I'm not in the so it's not in the way. I'm not fussed about going over these little things. I might do that with a glitter gel pen, you know, the little bit coming from the hair, because I'm going to cover that up. a bit there. This chair's really uncomfortable sitting here now at night. Might have to invest. I might ask Santa Claus for a new chair. I was thinking about doing an unusual skin tone for her, but I'm not sure. Don't want to mess it up. Is that the bow? This bit coming down here, is that part of the bow? Have I coloured part of the bow? Oh gosh, I can't even check anywhere now, can I? I don't know if that's part of the ribbon, you know, or is it the hair? Is it just the hair? And that's like a bow, like a clip. I'm just gonna do it as if it's her there. Not really sure, but you know, you make a choice and you run with it. So that's my choice. It's her. It's her now. It's her. Got some here. I want that to be really dark in there because that is shadow in there. Not gonna have any lightness there. So it's really felt like the change in weather the past few mornings. It's been freezing when I've woke up in the morning. I've gone downstairs and it's the first time I've like contemplated, shall I put the heating on? But I've not, because I'm like, no, I can't put the heating on yet. It's not time. It's not acceptable to put the heating on in September. I think my hand might be getting in the way a little bit here, but I'll apologise now. So anybody else what wears acrylic nails, how do you find it like easiest to hold your pencils? It's really not fun right now because it's making me hold them in a way that I wouldn't normally, especially when I'm trying to manoeuvre my hand around. That's why we're getting rough hair strokes today. It's all gonna blend, so that's why I'm not fussed about it. It's all gonna blend out or blend in really nice and be like a dark shade of black with a little bit of highlight, hopefully. In there. I don't know if that's part of the ink what's run just there. I'll get my eraser in a second and just touch it up. Right, I'm going to turn it round a little bit where we get this part. So I need the right angle on it. Bear with me. Bear with me a second, guys. So has anybody else started any Halloween pictures? If you have, which artists are they by? Have you spotted any new ones yet? Have any new ones started to emerge yet? I don't know if the artists normally wait until October to release the new Halloween illustrations. So I think these ones are from last year. I'm pretty sure they are. I remember seeing the other one I showed you last year, definitely. Right. just got this little bit here. Right, I am gonna go in next with the blue, and then I can sort of blend the blue in using pencil shavings. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with the blue next, and then I can use the grey to sort of blend the blue in, if you like. So this is Sky Blue 146. Sky Blue 146. And I'm just gonna bring it in the middle a little bit. You don't even have to do air strokes with this, I don't think. Just waz it in that middle section. That's what I'm doing, I've decided. You don't need it to be realistic on an illustration like this, do you? She's fab though, it's such a fun illustration. In this pack that I got, there's a couple of cutesy ones, and then there's a couple of more, I think there's a vampire lady. It's a bit more serious. Don't know what colour to do a bow in her. It's gonna have to match a dress, I think. Don't know what colour I want to do a dress either. We'll figure it out. So you can see I've been really rough with those colours. Gonna bring some grey in now. I'm gonna finish fussing. Fuss, 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 and fussing all the time. Right, so the grey I'm gonna bring in is the Cold Grey 235. And I'm just gonna bring a bit of it into the centre over the top of the blue we've just put down. So I recently coloured my very first page from the Mouse Guard book, and I loved it. I only recently bought that book. I know it's an old book, but I'd only just recently purchased it. And I managed to get hold of it on abebooks.com, is it? ABE books, something along those lines. It's where you can generally find books that are hard to get hold of. So I did get it off there. It did take quite a while to come, I'll be honest. I think it did take about 3 or 4 weeks to come. But I've got it now. It's an awesome book. So I'm just gonna turn around and get this through here. There we go. And fussing now, guys. I'm fussing. I'm going to put a last little bit of blue throughout it, and then that's it. Done. Turn around. Right, I'm going to get my eraser. Just got a bit of smudging going on. Don't know what's occurring with that today. It's because I'm using black. Black likes to smudge. Where's my eraser? Oh my word. Do apologise, I'm knocking everything down. Let me clean this eraser off actually, it's a bit mucky. Very mucky. Right, so this is just my Tombow eraser, which I'm making the dog's dinner out of over here. I'm just gonna erase around the little bits where it's smudged. Wipe it with a hat. That'll do. Have we got anywhere else? Very messy today. There we go. I love that though. Love that. Right, what should we do next? Should we do skin? Let me get you zoomed in on the skin. All over the show you. Is that better? Right, let's get some skin colours going. Should I do a green? I'm tempted to do a green. Should I do a green or normal coloured? Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. No, we'll do a normal coloured because then I might do a green dress actually. Yes, normal. Where is my beige red? That's what I'm on the hunt for. Beige red. We'll get that colour down first. So beige red 1, 3, 2. And let's just base all the skin. I'm going to avoid the little bits around her eyes here, which she's like a clown, isn't she? And she's got that what would be red on her nose, I think. She's a bit of a scary clown by the looks of things. And I don't know what to do. I don't know if I keep that star skin coloured or go over it with a gel pen at the end. So we'll just go over that for now. Don't really know what I want to do with it. Her eyebrows will be filled in black probably at the end because her hair's black. So yeah. So let's just get that base coat down. We'll go around a little nose. There. Not forgetting her ear. I always forget the ears. Right, I'm going to go over her hands as well with a base of this. Da, da, da. Very cute. You know what? I might even use some of my washi tapes. Did anyone watch my latest haul? The Halloween supplies hauls. One haul. I got lots of washi tapes, which are just brilliant for using on PDFs around the edges. Absolutely cute. Got some distress sprays. I'm just gonna have so much fun. Right, next up I am going to use, what's the next? Cinnamon 189. I'm gonna put a bit of this under her eyes actually to make them a bit red, and in the corner of the eye there, and a bit up there, just around the eyes. I'm using this, guys. Make them look a bit red and spooky. Yeah. Next I'm going to find my burnt ochre. Now I really need to rearrange these pencils again because they've gone into some sort of strange ordering. Certain people will tell you that I'm a mess when it comes to pencils. I literally chuck them everywhere when I've finished. They will tell you. Brown ochre. Did I want brown ochre or burnt ochre? Which colour do I want? I'll just get brown ochre out in case. Put it there, because I'll never find it again if I put it back in. And I want it. No, burnt ochre, that's the one I want, burnt ochre. Let's go for burnt ochre. And I'm going to start off in the shadowed areas with this one. So ears, the big majority of her ears are in shadows. So when I posted the supplies video as well, and I posted the washi tape, I was so excited about the Hocus Pocus washi tape that I found, because it's one of my all-time favourite movies. And a wonderful subscriber of mine, Deb, if you're watching, she commented saying that they were making the Hocus Pocus 2 movie near her, near where she lives. And at first I thought, oh, is it true? Is it true? Because there'd been lots of rumours here in the UK that it was going to happen. For years and years there's been lots of rumours. And they kept getting shut down saying, no, it's not happening. But apparently, she says it is happening. So I am super excited. Super excited. I will be going watching that, definitely. And I'll make my kids watch it too. I made them watch the first one, but I don't think they was excited as me. I don't think they was excited as me, it has to be said. Not forgetting that little ear as well. Let's get a bit of shadow there. I've got that song in my head off is it off TikTok? That spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. The kids are on it all the time, honestly. That's all they ever hear. Or is it off Fortnite? Might be off Fortnite. Might be one of the dances off Fortnite, actually. I'm just gonna go a bit lighter in the middle of the head, but I do want some darkness in here as well. Bit more darkness there. And directly under the fringe, where we're gonna have a shadow. I'm gonna make it a bit darker under there actually. We'll blend it all in a second, but let's get some redness around the nose area. So I'll have a coral 131. I'll put a bit of this around the nose. Around the nose, and then that bit there is going to be red, but I just thought we'd redden up the nose a bit, pinky it up a bit. And a bit on the cheeks. The bits on the eyes of a clown. Oh, I should have googled it before I came on. I don't know, are these normally white, these bits on the eyes? They're normally white or black or red. Oh my word, my mind's gone blank. Should have googled that. Because I film from my phone, I can't go on my phone to look at a reference. Oh lordy. Right, I think I'm gonna leave that amount of pink there. And then I'm gonna burnish around the darker areas with, not the cinnamon, with the Beige Red 132. So we'll sort of press on around these areas. Hard pressure. But then I'm going to fade off in the centre of the head here. I'm going to use a Ivory to blend that little bit there. Then we've still got that highlight and it's not disappearing. Bring it down a bit. Just missed a top lip, haven't I? Let's get that in there. I just realised. There we go. Now let's get the Ivory. Ivory 103. And we'll just go over this highlight and burnish that in there. And it's still light, you see. And under the eyebrow there. Down the centre of the nose. Give it a wipe. Now I'm going to do similar things on the hands. I'm awful at hands. So, but we'll give it a bash. So going in with the, not the brown ochre. Where's that pencil come from again? It's me what's to get out. Burnt ochre 187. And I'm going to try and go into all that grayscaled area with this pencil where there's shadows on the little fingers. I'm the worst at fingers. Hands, fingers, any other sort of skin area that's not a face, I struggle with like crazy. That's why grayscale's a bit better, tiny bit better. Let's do it dark around there. I actually can't wait to colour those pumpkins and this dress actually. Although I don't think I'm going to get it done in one sitting. I think it's going to be 2 parts this, guys. Do apologise. I can only film for an hour on my phone. It's really, really bad. It's like, it just doesn't let me do any more storage. It's like, you must only upload an hour's worth of content. Or else I would quite happily sit here and finish this illustration. I love it. It's proper cute. I suppose I could always colour up to where I think the storage will let me and then time lapse the rest of it. But people always say they don't like time lapse. That's the only thing. Let's get some depth into these arms. It's a cute little puff ball. Is it called a puff ball dress? Where it's got that on the shoulders, the big puffy bit. Or have I made that up? I could have very possibly made it up. I'm sure I've heard that before though. Right, I may as well go into the knees with some darkness as well while I'm here with this colour. So exact same colour, I'm going in where the shadows are on the knees. There we go. Then I'm going to get my beige red. 132. Is that like glowing? Might be a bit better. And I'm just going to use this over the majority of the hand, but I'm going to leave some parts out for the ivory, so I'm going to leave a little highlight there and go over that with the ivory. And again, somewhere there in the middle I'll save out for the ivory. It's just so we've got a really nice highlight. Again, we'll leave out a few areas on here. And let's go down to the knees. And just erase that little bit that's gone over. And then I'm going to use the ivory. So ivory 103 to just go into the centre of that hand there. Bit on the arm. Same on the other side. It's gone nice and quiet now. I think the children have finally nodded off to sleep after a long day. My 10-year-old came home with Head Teacher's Award. I think it was yesterday or the day before. And then my 5-year-old came home with the Head Teacher's Award today. So, yeah, doing something right. And they go to different schools, so it's not family favouritism. It's not family favouritism, guys. There we go. I'm actually going to put in her eyebrows while I'm here. Because why not? I'm going to do her eyebrows with the black 199. I'm going to go straight in with black. So I actually don't know how to do these ones because they're like... I'm going to start with this one because that one's confusing me. But because I do want to do them feathered, if that makes sense, feathered eyebrows. Sometimes I just block colour them in, and sometimes I really like to just feather them, but I think they look nice feathered. And it doesn't matter if they're a bit thicker because, you know, she's supposed to be a bit spooky. She might have drawn them on for a Halloween event. Especially. Go underneath there. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a good mean looking eyebrow right there, isn't it? Oh, look at that one. Now this one's a bit... I don't know how to approach this one. Do we just start flicking from there? Do you think? This one might turn out looking a bit dodgy, guys. Let's just see if we can... The silence, the concentration of an eyebrow. I so wish I hadn't have overplucked mine in college. So wish I hadn't have touched my ruddy eyebrows, because they're like, if you grew up in the 90s, you'll know that we used to pluck our eyebrows till there was nothing left of them by one hair stroke, and they never grew back, my eyebrows. So they're never bushy anymore. I have to draw them on, which is just pants. Right, I'm gonna pick out a red pencil for the nose, and I'm actually going to use the middle cadmium red 217. And I'm just going to block colour this nose. So that bit in the middle is being block coloured, guys. Let's just make sure we've got all the outsides. There we go, look at that. Look at her. Now I'm going to give a green. Should I give her green eyes or orangey eyes to match the pumpkins? Orange, let's go for orange. It's different, isn't it? Like orange eyes. Or is it scurvy? Is that scurvy? Oh well, we're going for it now. We're going for it. So let's get some colours out. That one. Oh, dropping pencils everywhere. That one, and then we'll go for a darker tone. That one. So first off, I'm going to base the majority of the eye with dark chrome yellow 109. Do I need to zoom in on the eyes? Is that gone blurry now, or are we in? Are we alright there? My chair's squeaking as well. Why do... Sorry guys. I keep getting like pencil lines all over. But yeah, I'm going to just base it all with this to start with. Leaving out that little highlight there. Base this side, leaving out a little highlight there. And then we'll go in with this one. This is Cadmium Orange 111. And then you can't even see. I'm cracking up. I'm cracking up. I'm going to put a bit of this colour just there. Oh, what in the world? I'm going to look today with these pencils, are we? They feel a bit smooshy, some of these pencils today. Smooshy, smooshy. Right, I don't know what colour is this one. Dark cadmium orange. We'll go in with a tiny bit of this, but not a lot. 115. Dark cadmium orange 115. I'm just going to go on the edge a little tiny bit. And then I'm going to go back in with the lightest colour that I had, dark chrome yellow 109. And just go over the top with that. Next up I'm going to get my black and I'm going to line all the eyes. I'm just going to turn it round so it's easier for me. Gonna make that a bit thicker. Let's put a little bit of a line down there, follow it round. I'll do the same with the other one and then we'll draw the lashes in, which is either fun or disastrous. Sometimes I go overboard, turns into overkill. I'm giving a quite dark prominent eyes just because it's a Halloween picture and we can. So I am. I turn around a minute. Oh, look at her, isn't she scary? Let's get this little line in a bit under here. I'm actually going to fill in the iris as well, which I've completely forgotten about. There we go. So I'm going to make sure my pencil is sharp now before we go in on these lashes. And we're going to go crazy. I'm going to turn it around so I've got the right angle. So not forgetting that that bit there is the bit of the clown. That one's a thick lash. There we go. They look like them feathered lashes, don't they? Them feathery ones. That's a thick lash as well, that one. With Halloween makeup, you've got to have the dramatic black eyes, haven't you? So I'm just going to stop it here while I do a quick Google of what colour these are. I think they're white, but I want to be sure because I don't want to look silly. So it's only going to be a second for you. Catch you in a minute. So it's not white, it's actually black. Well, I saw a few pictures. Some were blue, some were black, some were, well, whatever colour you like, but the majority were black. So I'm going to go in straight in with my black pencil, guys. This is going to be very scurvy now, ain't she? Look at that. Ah, went over her eye. Well, we'll have it up to there. Anyway. And then same on the other one. So it's up here, right up to her eyebrow. There we go, look at her. Look at her. I'm going to do a mouth now. So I'm first off going to do, I think, can't make out a mouth. Is something a tongue here, something's back of a mouth, and there are teeth, That's, see, that looks like a top lip. That looks like a bottom lip. So then what is this and this? I'm really bad. I'm the worst at working things out, and this is gonna look so silly. So I'm just gonna go in with a Coral 131 because anyway, I'm guessing that most things in your mouth are pink, apart from your teeth. So we'll just, you know, we'll roll with that. We'll have to roll with that. I'm gonna put a tiny touch of Cadmium Red 217 just in the area that sort of has a bit grayscale because, well, I don't know why, but because I'm not even sure what parts of the mouth that is, but nevertheless. Oh days. I'm actually gonna, should I give a black lipstick to tie in with the really gungy gothic makeup, or should I do a red lipstick? No, I'm gonna go black. Let's go black. Why not? then comes down here, doesn't it? That is cool. I love that black lipstick. Brilliant. I might even, I don't know whether to make a teeth a bit brighter or just leave them like that. What do we think? I'm going to get a white gel pen anyway because I need it for the eyes, just to make sure we've put that in a bit brighter. I'm going to go over this with a white gel pen actually over her head. You know, the star? Just going to go around the lines so it looks like a white face paint or a white tattoo. Who knows? There we go. The whites of her eyes in a bit more. Yeah, I'm going to do a teeth, why not? Let's make them bright. Because you know when you have black lipstick on, they always stand out. Your teeth stand out, guys. That'll do. I'm just going to put a bit more as well. Coral 131. I always spot things I want to do. I don't think I was in frame when I did that. Was I in frame when I did that star? Anyway, I'm using the Coral 131 and I'm just going to put a bit of it in the corner of her eye. And blend it in a little bit. There we go. She's cute, her little face is cute. Right, I'm going to do the dress now. So, let's bring you up to the dress. I'm going to do it a green colour, I think. I've already decided on a green. So, I'm going to go for, firstly, let me sharpen it. I'm going to go for light green 171 and go base it all first to start off with. So we'll start at a little puffball sleeve. I'm going to leave the collar because I'm not sure what colour I want to do that yet, but I don't want it to be the same colour as the dress. Also the buttons, I'm going to leave those out. Let's just get this colour down. Look at that gorgeous colour. Not very often I use greens. It has to be said in illustrations. I do normally go for more pinks over greens. Or even the sort of teal colours rather than this sort of green. But I love that. Look at that. How fab does that look on that page with her? Fab. Fab, fab. Now I don't know whether to just use... No, I need a bit more darkness, don't I? Let me see what pencil's a tad darker than this one. Let's have a look. See what we can find. See, the grass green looks a bit dark, but I don't really want it to be that tone. I wonder what the earth green yellowish looks like against this. I'm gonna get a scrap piece of paper, guys, to have a look. And I've got my swatch bead, but I want to see what they look like side by side. So this is the colour we've got a light layer down of. Or is it? Is that what we've just used? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? And then I could use that for a bit of depth in between. Is that too much? Oh, what's this one look like against it? Oh, that one looks better against it, I think. It's not quite as dark. Right, so I'm going to use the May Green 170 for the shadows. So everywhere where you've got the grayscale, I'm going to go in with a darkness there, and then I'll bring it all together at the end with the first pencil we used. I absolutely adore this. Love how it's turning out. I hope you like Halloween, guys, because I sure like colouring the illustrations. And after this one, I've got the page from Cute and Creepy that you all said you wanted to see me do on camera with the slime. So I will be doing that on camera next after this one. So I was thinking as well, because I was saying I was going to use the Decor Americana acrylic paint to drip down as slime, but the acrylic paint it's matte. So I was wondering if you could mix that acrylic paint with the gloss, with the is it acrylic gloss? I don't know where it is on my shelf. I was wondering if you could mix it together and then pour it down the page so it's got the, you know, the glossy sheen to it then, so it's not matte, dry and matte, it's going to dry glossy. But I don't know if it would work. I've not like researched if you can do that or anything, but I can't see no reason why you can't. Give this pencil a little sharpen. Where's my sharpener gone? Needs emptying this sharpener. It's getting quite full. I'm lazy for emptying it though, and I've still not bought myself a little, you know, a desk bin to empty them in onto my desk while I'm colouring. Because if you're colouring anything that requires constant sharpening, it just fills up so quickly, that T-Gal sharpener. And then you obviously can't be bothered stopping to film to go and empty it in the bin. That's effort. Right, forgot this side of the little puffball sleeve. Puffball sleeve, that's what, is that what it's called? I questioned myself the first time I said it, and I've questioned myself again. Who knows? So I should really watch Colour Me Stress Free's tutorial on these pumpkins. But pick out my own colours in the polychromos, match them up, colour match them. I think that's pretty much pale at the front. There's no sort of grayscale there, it's just all a bit at the sides. And we've got this nice highlight going on there. So I'm just going to do it underneath now, sort of a bit peeping from underneath. There we go. Da, da, da. Oh, what do I want to blend? Do I want to blend with this green and make it really bright? Yeah, go for it. Light green 171. So this is the first colour we put down. So I'm now going to use it to blend it all together. We'll make this bright. Why not? It's Halloween. It's Halloween. Oh, you know what I love from Hocus Pocus as well, the film? That song, what? Jessica Parker? Is that her name? My mind's gone on a blank. But that song she sings to gather all the children, to mesmerise all the children and make her follow her. Love that song. Let me sharpen this. Don't know whether I want to leave that colour, like, it doesn't look right being left white, but I sort of wanted to leave it white, but it doesn't look quite right white, if you know what I mean. This is called Burnishing, this. Should have put my wrist strap on before I end up hurting my arm again. Oh well. God, let me give it a wee sharpen again. We're going on the sleeves next. This side. That balloon's calling out to be red, isn't it, as well? It's just calling out to be coloured red. Maybe I'll do the collar red then, and the buttons, just to tie it all in. Now I'm just going to do the outsides of this middle bit with this colour. Sort of blending it in a little bit towards the middle, but not fully. Then I'm going to go in with the ivory there, just so it's got a little bit of lightness there. So Ivory 103, I'm just going to use in the centre. There we go. Oh, that's really pretty. So now, yeah, I am going to use a red for the buttons. So I'm going to base it first with pale geranium light 121. So I'm basing both the buttons and the collar with this colour. It's going to look really rough at first. And then I'm going to go in with the middle cadmium red 217. And go into all the shaded areas. And then there's just a tiny little bit of shading around the buttons. And then I'm going to go back in with the lightest colour. I'm actually going to see if I can lean on. I've got something to lean on. Let me get my little clipboard. Just that when I'm going in with block colouring on the this is like a spongy mat and it's like going through. Right, so I'm going to go in with the Pale Geranium Lake 121 now. I'm just going to go in with a hard pressure now just to bring it all together, just so it's really, really vibrant, just like the dress. You want lots of colour in this little cute picture. So I've not had time to colour actually this past week. Normally I would be colouring when the kids are at school. I've been so tired during the day. I actually met Debbie for a brew and something to eat on Thursday, which was nice. It's been a long time since I've done that. Met up with a friend away from the children. Been a long time. Right, I'm actually going to use this red for the bow as well, why may as well. So I'm going to base it with the Pale Geranium Lake 121 all over. Doesn't have to be neat at this point. And then we're going to use the middle Cadmium Red 217 for the darker areas. So picking out all those dark shaded areas. That's the good thing about when you're using, you know, dark colours and you want them bold. You can just go to town, you don't have to be neat. Because you are just going to go over it all and it's all just going to blend perfectly. Can't believe how fast we're coming up to Christmas already. I went to my local supermarket today and I saw the turkeys in the freezers. And I was like, oh, it's turkey time. I normally get it quite early and then stick it in the freezer just so I know I've got it. Obviously everyone's going crazy panic buying things these days, so it's very silly. Right, so I'm going to go in with the Pale Geranium Lake 121 now. Them things on top of her head that are sort of sticking out, they look quite fluffy, don't they? Can you see? They look like little fluff balls. Might actually, yeah, I'm gonna take the decision to use the black for these, whatever you call them, antennae. Who knows what they are? Use the decision to make them black. They could almost be little cherries as well if you wanted to. Good, isn't they? Yeah, but I think somehow I'll have to make them fluffy at some point. I don't know what colour yet. How long we on? Just looking how long I've been filming for now. I think I'll do this little balloon and I think we'll have to call that part 1. So, the little handle coming down, the little tie, I'm going to use some greys for. So the greys we used earlier, Cold Grey 232. I'm going to use for the little tie. Oh, it's actually wrapped around her arm. There's a little piece there. I didn't see that before. I've coloured it as skin. Oopsie. Then I'm going to use the darker grey that we had, which was Cold Grey 235. I'm going to just pick up on some of the shadows. Not much, just a bit. There's a bit more depth in that bit there and that bit there. And then I'm going to use the Ivory 103 to just burnish, bring it together. There we go. Right, let's get onto this balloon. Let's sharpen this pencil. So we're going to go in with Pale Geranium Lake 121. Might want to bring you down. I'm avoiding its little, it looks like he's got teeth, so I'm avoiding that. Obviously I'm not being neat again because you can see what we did with the bow and the collar. I'm sort of going to go for the same vibes here, so I'm not going to bother being too neat about it because it's just going to get almost block coloured, if you will. There we go. So now using the middle cadmium red 217, just going to pick up on the shadow that goes across the top of the balloon down here. Sort of blend it out a little bit. We've got a little bit of a shadow going on there. It's not much of a shadow on this balloon, to be honest. And then I think we'll just go over these little crosses on his eyes with this dark. And his nose. And then we'll leave a little highlight at the top somewhere. Leave a highlight there and I'll go over it with the Ivory, just a little one. So I'm going to go back in with the Pale Geranium Lake 121. We're going to burnish all of this. This is going to kill my hand and a half. Don't go over those teeth. Don't go over those teeth. There we go. Oh gosh, that was torture. Right, I'm gonna go in with, I'm actually gonna use a white. I'm gonna use white 101 for the nose. So it's got a proper shine to it. There we go. And I'm gonna use the white gel pen for the little teeth. There we go, that's part one. That's part one done, guys. So I'm going to zoom out in a minute. Let's zoom you out. Get you all on. My camera's doing something strange and jumpy at the moment. So there we go, that's her so far. And cute. So yeah, I will of course save this page and do part 2 on camera, and then I can show you how I do the pumpkins. But yeah, we should get this done in part 2. It's basically just the pumpkins, a little stockings, boots, little tiny bit up here, and then I'm going to do a background. But I am going to use this on the background. This is the shimmer spray by Ranger Dilutions that I showed in my last haul. So yeah, I'm going to use that. That's going to be super fun and super messy. So yeah, hope you enjoyed watching part 1. Please do hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again soon. Bye everyone.